Every night, I heard the floor creak outside my son's room. At first, I thought it was nothing, maybe the old house settling. But when I saw my wife going in there, and staying for hours, something inside me snapped. So one night, I set up a hidden camera, and what I saw changed everything I thought I knew about her, about us, about love itself. My wife sneaked into our son's room every night. I set up a hidden camera. For 13 years, I thought I knew my wife, Emily. She was gentle, kind, and the kind of mother who never missed a parent-teacher meeting. But after our son Ethan turned 8, something in her changed. She grew quieter. More distant. She'd sit in silence at dinner, eyes glazed over, sometimes staring at Ethan with tears she tried to hide. I thought maybe it was stress, maybe her work as a nurse was getting to her. But then the nights began. Around midnight, I'd wake up and find her side of the bed empty. The bathroom light wasn't on. She wasn't in the kitchen either. Then I'd hear the faint squeak of Ethan's door. At first, I brushed it off, maybe he had nightmares, maybe she was just comforting him. But it happened every single night. Sometimes, she wouldn't come back until morning. It began to eat at me. The questions. The unease. The way she avoided my eyes when I asked. Once, I casually said, "You've been spending a lot of time with Ethan at night. Everything okay?" Her fork froze midair. She smiled weakly. "He's just having bad dreams," she said. "You know how kids are." But I didn't know. Ethan seemed fine during the day, laughing, drawing, playing with his toys like any other kid. But whenever I tried to ask him about his dreams, he'd go quiet. His small hands would grip his pencil tighter, and his eyes would water. Something wasn't right. So, one night, after she fell asleep, I placed a tiny hidden camera in Ethan's room, tucked in a bookshelf facing his bed. My heart was pounding the whole time. I didn't want to believe anything bad about Emily. I loved her. She was the woman who held my hand when I lost my job, the woman who smiled through storms. But the way she was acting, it was breaking me. The next morning, after she left for work and Ethan went to school, I sat down to watch the footage. My hands shook as I clicked play. At 12:47 a.m., the door opened. Emily walked in, wearing her nightgown. She quietly sat beside Ethan's bed and brushed his hair. That part seemed normal. Then, she started whispering something. Her face twisted in pain. She was crying, shaking. Then she did something that froze my blood. She took out a small photo from her pocket, a baby's picture, and held it close to Ethan's face, whispering through sobs. "I'm so sorry. I should have saved you both." My stomach dropped. Saved you both? What was she talking about? Ethan turned in his sleep and murmured, "Mommy, please don't cry again." I paused the video, staring at the frozen frame, my wife crying over our sleeping son, clutching a photo of a baby I'd never seen. That was the night I realized I didn't really know who my wife was anymore. That night, I confronted her. She froze when she saw the camera in my hand. For a long minute, she said nothing, just stared at me, her lips trembling. "What did you see?" she whispered. "Enough," I said. "Emily, what are you hiding from me? Who's that baby in the picture?" Her knees buckled, and she sank to the floor, clutching her chest. Tears streamed down her face. "I can't do this anymore," she said, her voice breaking. "You deserve to know." Then she told me everything. Before Ethan was born, we had another baby, a daughter named Lily. I never knew because Emily never told me. She was born prematurely while I was away on a work trip. The doctors tried everything, but Lily only lived for one night. Emily never recovered. She blamed herself. She said the nurse in her was supposed to know the signs, to see it coming. But she didn't. And when Ethan was born 2 years later, her fear never left. Every night, when she looked at Ethan sleeping, she saw Lily fragile, helpless, and gone too soon. That's why she sneaked into his room. She wasn't hiding a secret affair or doing anything strange, she was reliving her guilt. Whispering apologies to a baby she lost. "I thought if I stayed close to Ethan," she cried, "I'd never lose another child again. But instead, I was losing myself, and you." I didn't say a word. I just held her. For the first time in months, maybe years, I saw her, the woman I fell in love with, broken but human, trying to hold the pieces together. From that night on, things changed. Emily started therapy. We talked more. She still went to Ethan's room sometimes, but now she'd leave the door open, and I'd hear her humming softly, no longer crying, just comforting. Months later, I walked into Ethan's room and found a framed photo on his nightstand, Lily's picture. Next to it, Ethan's little drawing of our family with 4 stick figures holding hands. Mom said she had another baby once, Ethan said, smiling. I told her she doesn't have to be sad anymore. Lily's part of our family too. And for the first time in years, Emily smiled, a real, peaceful smile. Sometimes, the people we love carry pain we never see. We mistake their silence for distance, their secrets for betrayal. But often, it's just grief, buried so deep, it becomes a shadow that follows them. Setting up that camera didn't just show me what my wife was doing. It showed me how much she was hurting. And in learning her secret, I found the truth that saved us both.